Tell me when. Oh, hey. This is our OT and PT activity for today. So I'm going to talk through the PT part of it. Michelle's going to chime in
Yes, hello.
for the OT addition parts to it. So today we're working in tall kneel. We also have Valerie Lee, speech therapist. She's going to be
Hey, Sierra.
we're kind of making it a big group activity. Well, an activity that combines all therapies, which all of our activities should. So we're starting with position today is tall kneel, and you want to be, and tall kneel is on the knees.
Yeah, don't let her sit down. She might need to rest in between, but
Yeah, you don't want her to do like this for long, to do the activity like this. You can let her sit down and rest like that, but she needs to come up for the activity. When she does go to sit down, it needs to be a controlled sit, verbal cues for that, because, that's where her struggle is, controlled activity, and then control coming back up. So anything that you can put in front of her that she could even, lean against a little bit if she needs to, but will just help give her some stability and something she can put her hands on too. So we're looking for any kind of object she can reach for and place on this. And the whole time talking about control. So we've got some things on the side, and we can reach right and place, and then reach left and place. And so we know Sierra likes to do things fast. Whether she can help that or not, her nature is to get it done, but a lot of that is stuff she can't help either. So verbally, intentionally giving her those cues to intentionally go slow, because we're really thinking about control here. Holding those hips steady and still while she's reaching for something and putting it back on the top, okay?
If you want to do your speech along with this, whatever objects that you're putting on top of the table or your platform, Sierra, you can practice using your L sound and say, look at the turtle, look at the ball, look at the stick, whatever it is you're putting on here. And if you're having trouble doing both tasks, the task for Miss Holly and the speech task, and it takes away from your physical task that you're doing for Holly, then when you're done with what you're doing for her for physical therapy, then you can just sit down and do the sentences with the L sound for me for your speech therapy. You can just sit down and do it in the floor. But if you want to do them together and you think that you can, then that would be a great activity to work on your speech as well.
Okay. And it doesn't have to be, you can vary what you have, and I think I've said this before, maybe in the last video. The lighter the object, it doesn't pull on her trunk as much, so it doesn't require as much strength with her to work on. So you can get some lighter weight stuff and some heavier stuff. You can ball up some socks, that's really lightweight. And then, look in your kitchen, your utensil drawer, something like that. You can find stuff that's lighter and stuff that's heavier. And that just makes her sense the weight of it and have to adapt to whatever the weight of it is. All right, so also, you have that all right? Still tall kneeling, and she is going to need some rest breaks with this because she is on her knees. You can't put a pillow under them, something like that, but she will need some rest breaks. Using a balloon, we've got a beach ball. You can use, again, the balled up socks for her to stay at tall kneel. And this is a hand-eye coordination, but also a quick reaction kind of thing that she also has to work on control with. Timing it so that she hits it once it gets to her and not before or after. So tapping a balloon to her or throwing the beach ball or the whatever, and then she has to tap back. And you can get her to do one hand to start with, then switch and do the other hand. And then just same with the other activity. The lighter weight stuff is going to be an easier tap. It gets to her slower. The heavier stuff, like a beach ball even, is going to get to her faster, and she's got to react faster to that too. So just a few activities. Lee, did you want to add anything else to that?
No, just I sent the L practice home last week, and there were some L words on the sheet, and then I think I had included a carrier sentence with it. I think it had a little girl named Clara on there, and we had jumped up to L blends. Mom, if you could just send me a text message and let me know how Sierra did on those. The L blends are a little bit more difficult to do than L at the beginning of words, but she was doing so well when she was coming to see me. I'm just on the L alone, that's why I jumped up to L blends. But if you could give me some feedback, just send me a text or an email and just let me know how she did with those. That would be great, and that way I'll know whether or not we can continue practicing on L blends or just stick with L. And Sierra, remember, you need to lift the tip of your tongue up for a good L sound. No W's for L, good L sounds. I know you can do it. We miss you.
Michelle, do you want to add anything?
Yeah,
else?
well, most of the stuff that Holly talked about is the same kind of things I work on too. So just reaching to increase, her upper body strength, coordination, gripping it really good, holding whatever it is she's reaching for, gripping it really good. Also continue to do the Play-Doh, things like that that'll continue to work on her grip. But the balloon, like Holly said, is good hand-eye coordination. So that's a really good activity for her to do. But other than that, I think that's all. We miss you, Sierra.
Bye, miss y'all. Bye-bye.